Ah, there we go. So I've just learned something. YouTube does not like it when I stream in the landscape format, so that's caught me by surprise, but I tilted it and we're now working. And that sun is in a terrible spot. Let me move my guitar case a little bit over to where there is no sun. So if I put my phone there, is there less sun? There is less sun. Okay. Fox fan. Hello. So at the moment, I am in Malden, beautiful Malden, and what I'll do is I'll just move my guitar case just a little bit closer to here. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's been a little while. My apologies. I just thought while I'm out this way, I needed to head out, and it's a little music jam session thing out this way, and I thought I'm going to come out earlier and suss out what this park is like. It's quite pretty. It's very pretty, actually. I'll show you all in a sec. Play some guitar and just relax with you lot and talk about how incredibly excited and happy I am about this caravan. I will be getting Fox to give a grand tour of the caravan. That definitely is going to happen. I don't know when that's going to happen, because at the moment, I don't know if you can see it, I've rubbed most of it off, but I've had a product called Sikaflex. I'll wait for that wind to die down. I've had this product called Sikaflex all over my body. It's just everywhere. And that has been to reseal the caravan because we got rid of the mold, so the mold is gone. And yeah. Anyway, so that's now all sorted, and yeah, basically, what have I got left to do? I need to do the top of one window. Did I do that window today? I think I might have done all the windows, which has been very painful. I'm very tired. And with how messy my beard looks at the moment, it looks like I haven't slept for about a week. It feels like I haven't slept for about a week. And yeah, it could do with a repaint. That's really last of my priorities at the moment, obviously, but we've got some stuff to remove the surface rust on the A-frame. This is the bit that goes to the ball that attaches to the car. And if any of you beautiful people happen to know some good trailer and caravan anti-theft tips, please do let me know, because while I live in the beautiful Castlemaine, criminals drive from areas further away from where they live. That's the right way to do it, and then they steal things from there, and so I just have to be a little bit cautious. One bit of advice I was given was, besides things like getting a wheel clamp and such, is if you lower the caravan onto an axle stand, like what you would use to service your car, that then they don't have a jockey wheel to immediately just sort of slap on and hitch it up. I thought that's actually pretty smart. So I've also thought about getting an AirTag, one of those Apple AirTags, but I saw a video on those. They don't seem to be that accurate all the time. And I don't know of the GPS trackers which ones are the most reliable and which ones are the cheapest. Anyway, I also don't know how much of a priority that stuff is at the moment. I do have insurance for the van, which I'm yet to pay. I need to pay that, but it's that cover insurance thingo. And either way, look, I've got a caravan now, and I'm just so happy. So again, thank you everyone who has contributed to my GoFundMe. And in addition to that as well, obviously, I'm not yet done. I need to still save for a tow bar for the car. I do not have expectations, and I never had expectations of people helping out with my GoFundMe, which is why I was so grateful when people did. The state that I'm in now, I am not in. It's not imperative anymore. And see you, Bims, Mark. Thank you for tuning in. It's not imperative anymore for me to have this all sorted ASAP. You know, the time critical aspect of it, luckily, has gone. So basically what that means now is I can take my time in saving up for a tow bar, which is looking to be about $2,500 to save for a tow bar. I've contemplated the idea of getting another car. The condition of where I'm living at the moment, and this sounds like a really silly condition, but it's a good condition, and I appreciate why it is this way. The condition of me living where I live is that I'm not allowed to sell the limo. And it's because Max, who I live with, absolutely loves it. He loves being in the back of it, and it's like, no worries. If that means I have a secure roof over my head, then absolutely that the limo is staying. And I would happily tow with the limo, but it's again $2,500 to $3,000 for a tow bar to be custom made, unless anyone I know who lives in New Zealand or potentially America can source a tow bar from there and ship it across the pond. That is tricky because then you don't have a engineer's certificate. So, you know, does it invalidate your insurance? I don't know. I would assume it would. I would assume that insurance companies like finding every possible way to point the finger and to blame someone and say, well, hey, you installed it yourself. You're not a qualified mechanic, so your insurance is now void. So it's tricky, you know, because I want to do the right thing by myself. I also don't want to do the wrong thing by the law, if it is law that it needs to be installed and certified and whatever. And I definitely don't want to do wrong by insurance, because then if anything was to happen drastically, that's not going to be a good time. I won't be able to afford to, you know, like, yeah, anyway, I won't catastrophize too much. But basically everything is looking onwards and upwards. And again, for that, I am just so grateful to everyone that has put towards the GoFundMe. You guys are just you are all the reason why last year was able to be such a relaxed and safe, healing year for me. And I needed that, because if I didn't have that, I could very easily have continued suffering seizures and all that other shit. It's not fun. So yeah, all is good. All is good. And you're him, yes. What is your what is your logo? I can't read that from here, but I know what the logo is trying to be, and it's there was a there's this video. If you search up Fox banjo, there's a banjo player by the name of Andy Thorne, and he has labeled his channel and his icon as Thorn Hub. It's so ridiculous. Anyway, for those younger in the audience, don't search that up, because it might give you the correct one, and that's is legally inapplicable to your viewing. Anyway, I don't know if y'all can hear me with the phone there. Hopefully y'all can. But as I was saying before, got a little jam session thingo that's happening in a bit, which is why I'm here. And I brought me guitar. And I thought, well, I could relax and play some guitar in the park. I thought, well, that would be nice, because I need it. I don't play guitar very often anymore, because I mostly have to play double bass, because that's what people need, is a bass player, and there's not enough of them. So sounds mostly in tune. And what I'll do as well, speaking of this Fox and banjo video, I'll just slap a little capo on to some mysterious location, which may or may not be the correct location. That there is this video, the tune that this Andy Thorne plays in this video called, well, I can't remember what it's called, but there's this fox that walks up to the guys. He's playing on a mountain. It's a beautiful location, really beautiful location. A guy lives there on this mountain, right? And he has this fox always come up every time he plays banjo, and that video became very, very famous. And yeah, all he did was this riff. He was doing it frailing style, which is where you sort of use your thumb and your finger, and you like, hard to do. I can't do it on banjo, and I can't do it on guitar. But the tune basically, yeah, it goes like that. Quite pretty. If I was a four-legged fox and I was hearing that played in the distance, I would certainly walk up to it too. What I wanted to do, was to learn how to play it on banjo, and to play it wearing the fox, and do it as like a parody video to say, oh yeah, you know, the fox grew up and he's been influenced by the master. So who knows, maybe I'll do that one day. But yeah, all is good. I don't play with the capo up there that much, so I might just move that back down. So today, as I said before a few times now, apologies for me repeating myself, but we've got this little jam session. We're going to be playing bluegrass music today. And there's this one bluegrass tune that I quite like, which is called Big Sciota. It's Big Sciota. It's a really pretty sounding tune. And it goes like this, and I'm going to play it for you all because that's what I feel like doing. Sorry for everyone that came in here to have something else, ASMR or some other stuff, but I'm in a music mood at the moment. My apologies. It's sort of one of those things, you can never really play it on your own because you need this in the background. I've also been trying to learn the banjo recently too, which that has fallen to the wayside since working on this caravan. It's bigger priorities at the moment. But yeah, so that's hello. So that's been the big thing that I've been up to recently, is that. I need to warm up the fingers. It's another reason why I thought I'll do a live stream and you all can hear me sound like shit for a little bit. I always need to warm them up. The afternoon's going great. So I've done I've done what I believe is the last window of the caravan. I've been resealing all the windows, so basically picking off all of the silicone that was around there originally. Not originally, around there from the previous owner. And they did a terrible job. It was everywhere. You're meant to use tape, and I've got a few videos of pulling the tape, and you can see how clean it looks. It's really quite nice. So thank you, Mumsy. Mum came down and showed me how to do it. And it made a world of difference. It really did. So So yeah, basically, basically, what do I need to do? I need to do, in a way, 3 additional spots, and then that's the van resealed completely. There's a few jobs to do. What else have I got to do? I've got to check the gas in the van as well. I needed my thinking music to process that. I need to do a to-do list. I don't have a to-do list yet for the van. And as I was saying a bit earlier as well, I've got the van now. Thank you. Thank you. I've got the van now, and now what I need to do is I need to get a tow bar, and that's going to cost about 2.5 grand, 2 grand, 2.5, 3 grand, somewhere in that vicinity. So it's a bit expensive, and it should take me till the end of the year to save for that. Assuming that that's the worst case scenario. Hopefully it's a lot quicker, obviously. But they've got like a 2 or 3 month wait as well to get a job into this group. So once I've kind of got enough money, then I need to book in the job. And, you know, if they do it earlier, then I need to borrow some money, which I'll work that out in due course. And also, thank you very much. I've stopped playing guitar, so there's it's really it's weird when you go back to guitar again. You sort of lose where the hell your fingers are meant to go, which is a bit difficult. Giddy up music. I'll another thing I want to do is I want to try and do a couple multi-track videos of Fox and Riley, where, you know, maybe Fox is playing double bass and Riley's playing the banjo, or something like that. Because there's 2 songs I know how to do on banjo. One is that Big Scioto song that I was doing before, and the other one's this one called Blackberry Blossom, and it's they're both really pretty songs. Blackberry Blossom has a nice little swing to it if you do it that way. You got I've recently been learning guitar. I was wondering if you could give some pointed on finger placement on the neck of the guitar. That's the one problem I've been having recently. Finger placement on the neck. So what I'll do, So now that the sun has gone down a little bit, it fell down there, I don't know. Let's move this to here. It'll be super cute. Vox and Riley candid stuff is always adorable. Yeah, I'd love to do it. I'd love to do it. And so the way that I'd like to be able to do it is actually having the two there, essentially side by side, where you do that sort of, you record one video and then you record the next video without moving the camera, split it in the middle, have the same lighting, and then it looks like the two, you know, are in the same room sort of thing. But it's a bit difficult to do because you have to play to the same sort of speed. So I've got one way I could possibly do that. We'll work on it. I think it'll be very fun. So with playing guitar up at the neck, for finger placement, one thing that I do is I always make sure that my fingers are very well arched. You can see there, like they're mostly down. They're not, you know, you're not sort of doing that. And so if I do that, and then I show you where the divots are on my fingers, you can see where I've been pressing down on the strings, right? So if that's one thing that you've had difficulty with, is getting that right pressure down on the string or muffling other strings or something like that, that would be a step in the right direction, would be to fix how you're holding the strings. But as a general rule, you have to play, and you have to play a lot. If you're finding your guitar is really hard to play, if you bought a cheap guitar, that might actually be why. When you're really good, you can grab a cheap guitar, you can play it, and people go, "Wow, you know, you know, that's a really good sounding guitar." And it's like, well, yeah, but I wouldn't want to play it forever. You know, hello. And so, not to say that it's all about, you know, you need to spend X amount of money or anything like that, but it does make a huge difference when you have a guitar that's been set up correctly. So even a cheap guitar that's been to someone who knows how to set the string height, which is called the action, to make sure that it's not too tall. You know, that one's a pretty comfortable action there. So it's not too much needed to get the strings down. And so naturally, then you can play. Ah! Trying to think of another tip, but I think Fallen Circle, if you could let me know what you've been struggling with, or even if you were to record a video of yourself with what you're trying to do and give me a link or something to it. I'm happy to watch over it and listen out and see what I could suggest to sort of work on. But that would be one thing I would think, you know, if your guitar, some guitars are also really high here, right? So even when you begin playing as early as on these strings here, some guitars are just too high. So, you know, you'll be thinking, gee, you know, I'm struggling and I'm putting my fingers down and it's just buzzing all the time and it's hurting. Well, it might be hurting because the guitar needs to be set up correctly. If you have an electric guitar, they're generally a lot easier to learn these chords on. And if you want to learn electric eventually, sorry if you can't hear me, let me know if you can't hear me. It's windy and there's cars. what I would recommend if you are open to learning electric guitar as well eventually is get yourself something like a Squier Stratocaster. They're a very versatile electric guitar. You can get them used quite cheap, and you can get them new quite cheap as well. And then that will be really easy for you to play. And you'll be able to put your fingers down basically anywhere in the neck and strum, and it will sound pretty good. Hello, hello. So that would be one thing that that I would recommend looking into. And yeah, I haven't had any lessons. You know, this is all just stuff that I've learned by going, well, you know, if I put my fingers here, it sounds not that nice, and if I put my fingers here, you know, awful, nice. And so, and my guitar's also out of tune, my apologies. And so what I would, I don't know what a Minecraft song is. I think there's one that goes something like that. I could be wrong. But because I don't have my computer by my side here, I can't just search it up on YouTube and listen to it and play it. But yeah, there you go. I didn't expect this to be a guitar lesson video as well, but it's really good. So yeah. It's a beautiful day. The J Tercer electric guitar is not a bad issue. Is after a bit I'll try to use my thumb and it throws me off. I'm starting off with Rocksmith on my PS4 and learn that way. So when you say using your thumb, do you mean like if I use my thumb here? So if you mean like that, my suggestion to you is have fun and good luck, because it's going to be painful for a little bit. It might not hit the strings correctly for a fair bit. It certainly didn't for me for a fair while. Hello, Master Aviation. I am the spammer. Ah, good to meet you, spammer. I had spam the other day with a breakfast. It was interesting. Spam is interesting. Anyway, so yes, that if that's the case, that would be my advice. You're just gonna have to keep playing. I think electric guitar necks are generally kind of the same width. Hello, I just subscribed. Oh, excellent. Much appreciated. Oh, look at those little love heart emojis. I didn't know you could, sorry, I have not streamed in a long while, and YouTube clearly has new features that I don't know. That's great. Thank you, it's very cute. Yo, can you name a car for an edit? Maybe. I'm struggling to name my caravan. I need you all to help me name my caravan. Thank you very much. The obvious thing to name it obviously would be Fox's Den or the Fox's Den. I'm up for suggestions, because do we go for something else? I don't know. Okay, testing 1, 2. Do we have audio? Is a caravan like a van? Yes. It's kind of like if you're American. Oh, you probably didn't hear that before. So a caravan is also known as an RV over in America. I don't know what RV stands for, but it stands for something. But yeah, that'd be right. But yes, Oh, thank you. Excellent. So RV is very broad then, but it's an RV, and you tow it behind a standard car. The summer's coming round. Through the ceiling's all I found. 'Cause you're the truest thing in this town, and I want you now. Don't remember the rest of the words, so I'll just make it up then stop. 'Cause I can't sing anyway. There's a really beautiful song called I think it might just be called And I Want You Now by the Paper Kites. They're a Melbourne band. It's very pretty. Only problem is I can't sing. But I did sing it in front of an audience at Gear Gary. Because I was forced to. So I did. And it goes a little bit like that. I do like the guitar play. Oh, excellent. Very good. I haven't played guitar in so long, I'm missing all the notes. Normally I can just make things up on the spot, like just add stuff. And I'm struggling to do that at the moment. Sweet Home Alabama. Let me tune my guitar. How did you learn to play the guitar? Just by playing it, and then whenever it sounded bad, I'd just not do the thing that sounded bad. It really was as simple as that. And I've been playing for a very long time. We're in tune. Sweet Home Alabama, yeah, sure. I'll do that. Ah! I'll stuff it up immediately. Let's do that again. this underlying sort of riff thing that happens in that too, which I can't do the two instruments at once. One sec. Ich muss habe meine Kaffee. Sehr gut. Also, hello. And it also sounds like my guitar is gone out of tune again. Hello. And it's nice to be hanging here with all you beautiful people. It's also nice to have a guitar that stays in tune. Can you pick without a pick? And what I was doing before was feeling groovy, which is yes. Plans for the rest of the day, at 7 p.m. we've got a little jam session that'll be all bluegrass music. So that's in an hour's time. And we'll just be down the road from here. So I thought while the sun's still up, I'd head into Malden a little bit earlier, get myself an iced coffee and be all good. So here we are. And it still sounds like my guitar's out of tune. I think it's as in tune as we're going to get, or as a lot of my friends would say, good enough for bluegrass. And it's like, okay, very good. Yeah, I'm trying to remember some other bluegrass tunes that we do. tell that I have not played some of these tunes for a fair while. When you do bass, it really is... and that's it. And so since swapping to double bass, it's been... yeah, I've downgraded my guitar playing. Hellcat Productions. Do you know the musician Alan Jackson? I might. I struggle remembering things by name, and I don't have another like computer or tablet with me to search these things up, because I'm using YouTube at the moment to stream on the phone. My apologies. So yes, I'd need to search that one up. Trying to think of one that we've done recently. Since playing in a group, we've been doing quite a lot of different and unusual songs, and I always struggle recalling these things without the rest of the crew by my side to be like, oh yeah, it's this one, and it goes a little bit like this. Well, sorry, I'm hitting the wrong things because I really have lost my touch on how to play guitar. I've also been playing a lot of violin recently too. It's I just need to pick one instrument and stick to it. Anyway, let's move that sun out the way. So yeah, what I was going to say is I lose track on what songs that I know and I don't know, because there's just too many of them now. So that's one that we've done a few times recently, but I don't do it on guitar anymore, which is Wildwood by, I think, Paul Weller. And we play it a bit differently to how he plays it, but it's a fun song, and you can get some really sexy sort of sounds out of it too. But I've got this really nice little bass solo, and thank you. And Bill Hart, I'm from Victoria, Australia. So yeah. But that one was called Wildwood by, I think, Paul Weller. I think. I lose track. There's too many songs by too many people now. See you. Thank you very much for tuning in, Blaze. That song that I just did there was by Nine Barrow, and that was called Nestle Down. It's a very, very pretty song. Kim and I do a really nice version of it, and I will upload a recording of us doing it, and Fox will be playing the bass, and then I'll also dupe some violin over it as well. And much appreciated. We'll see you on the next stream. I'll just quickly reply to a text message really quick, so one moment. So yeah, it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. I need to practice more guitar. I used to be able to do that stuff. And this is also a really good little session for me at the moment because I'm just that flat out with this caravan. Really, the last thing that I'm going to be doing is playing music. I did pick up the fiddle for like a brief moment. Kind of tempted to leave one of the instruments in the caravan just to be able to grab it, make some music for a quick second and get back to work. But I also can't because I'm covered in Sikaflex everywhere to reseal everything, you know. Anyway, I shan't complain. So, yeah. It's all going well. Everything is all going well. The only problems in my world at the moment are all really trivial shit, which is really nice. I didn't expect that to happen anytime soon. Yeah. So, I'll get this all packed up and then chill out for a little bit more, hey? I also have been suffering the wrath of typical Apple, which is my battery is down to 21% and it was pretty full quite, recently and now is not. So they like to do that on their old phones, is diminish the battery, but that's another thing that'll have to wait for a fair while because I've still got to save up for this bloody tow bar, which is fine. I'll get there and we'll be all sorted very soon. I also, I'm really... Is there a bin? There is a bin. Okay, let's walk and talk to the bin. Let's walk and talk to the bin. We're not going to talk to the bin, but we're going to walk to it. Is everything in there happy and comfy? Yes. No. What's not wanting to close then? Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to make sure that we have a happy instrument. Why are we not happy? Or is it because we were not angular? We were leaning on something. Oof. There we go. Sorry for the loud noises. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. There we go. So what was I going to say? So good news. So Max, who I live with, is such a generous, good-hearted, well-meaning person. And one thing that he has said has been, if I need to move my caravan to anywhere, that I'm welcome to borrow his car that has a tow bar. and then tow the caravan somewhere. And I'm tempted to do that at some point and head out to somewhere that's kind of in the middle of nowhere and do a couple videos, whether they're live stream or pre-recorded ones for ASMR stuff, because those videos help me just as much as they help other people, which is really good. It's a nice nice way to get two in one, for sure. So yeah, and then I could also do that as the tour of the caravan, head out somewhere and bring a friend along and have them help film Fox giving a tour of the van. So there's a few things that are in the works that I want to do. So that's all going to be possible because I basically can tow this caravan anywhere. And what Max was saying is, so long as you can lend me your car, if you're fine with that. And it's like, well, sounds like I don't have much of a choice. I just need to upgrade the insurance so that it, isn't just third party, and then that'll be fine. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. This garden is beautiful, by the way. Just look at this. Look at that. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? There's a little building there, and it's quite all right. And then that's where I was there with the guitar case. So yeah, it's very good. I appreciate the compliment, but to me, it's my foxes that are the most beautiful. I love them all dearly. So yeah. It's all good stuff. We're getting there. For me to be in a position now where I don't need to worry about not having a safe place to sleep is a big deal. It's a really big deal. So I'm very grateful. Very, very grateful. All is good. See, it'd be nice to find a quiet river somewhere to put my caravan as home base and do a couple of videos out there with Fox. And so I'll do that. I need to, if I'm going to do that, I need to sort out a means of charging my stuff. So I don't know if I need to rewire the caravan. I don't know what's involved there. I need to ask out my friend base and say, okay, who are the Sparkies that I know that would be happy to donate as part of their services, as part of a, my little GoFundMe caravan thing is, helping out there, and I'll just give them some wine or something if they drink wine. I always feel bad. I don't like using other people. It's not fun, because you always sort of feel, well, no one likes exerting energy for the sake of, just for the sake of. So I need to reach out and ask and not expect anything, never expect anything, but definitely, just hope that someone is up for that. It's stuff that I can technically do myself, but the goal obviously is to not, because you're not meant to. Yeah. And caravan wiring is really different. It's very weird. So I need to find out who I know. If my dad was alive, he would be able to help with all this stuff. But also, if my dad was alive, none of this would have happened, because he would have made sure that my younger sister wasn't contributing to these seizures in this way. So, anyway, such is life. I'm just sitting here pondering now, just because it's too peaceful, so my mind is able to wander and to think about all these things. But anyway, what I might do is say thank you again to not only everyone that's contributed to getting my caravan, thank you all so much, but also thank you, all of you, for hanging out with me here. I appreciate it, and might just go for a walk around this park for a little bit longer and just think things through and work out what it is that I need to get in order for this caravan to be all set. But basically, as it is at the moment, I'm almost there. Just this close. Just got to get that little bit more, and then we're fine. And I also need to check the weather, because if the weather's going to be crap tomorrow, then I need to get my ass into gear and seal the last bit of the caravan tonight. So there might be a very late night job where the mosquitoes are trying to eat me alive. We'll see. Anyway, be good, my fine people. Thank you all so much for hanging out, and I look forward to having another live stream session. As I continue to say, and as I really do mean, I hope to have another live stream sooner than later. So, bye for now. Thanks everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your day.